Leonard Vale was not a man defined by the ticking of clocks, but by the moments they encompassed. His life's work, the creation of exquisite timepieces for the discerning few, was a testament to this philosophy. Each polished facet, each precisely calibrated gear, was not merely an instrument to measure time, but an ode to its fleeting beauty. He understood that the true value of existence lay not in the accumulation of possessions or the relentless pursuit of profit, but in the intangible treasures of shared experiences, quiet contemplation, and the profound, often unspoken, connections that wove the tapestry of a life. While the world marveled at the opulent displays of his success, the sprawling estate, the meticulously crafted watches that adorned the wrists of titans, Leonard's true obsession lay within the ephemeral nature of existence itself, the undeniable truth that even perfection, in its most tangible forms, was destined to fade. This understanding fueled his most ambitious project, a clock of his own design, not intended to conquer or control time, but to reflect its ceaseless, unwavering passage, a monument to the present moment. It was a concept that transcended mere mechanics, delving into the very essence of being. He saw time not as a linear progression to be conquered, but as a series of infinitely precious instants, each one a universe in itself. His wealth was not in the gold and jewels his creations contained, but in the profound realization that each tick was a distinct, unrepeatable event. He found a peculiar solace in this impermanence, a sense that the very fragility of time imbued it with its ultimate significance. This perspective set him apart, a quiet rebel in a world obsessed with acquisition and the illusion of permanence. He operated on a different plane, one where the whisper of satisfied sigh held more weight than a ledger filled with zeros. His company, a beacon of luxury and precision, was merely a byproduct of his deeper fascination. The intricate dance of springs and levers was a metaphor for life itself, a constant interplay of force and resistance, of motion and stillness. He sought to capture not just seconds, but the emotional resonance they carried, the joy of a shared glance, the quiet comfort of companionship, the sharp pang of a cherished memory. These were the true currencies of his existence. He saw the world through a unique lens, one that filtered out the clamor of commerce and focused on the subtle, enduring melodies of the human heart. His designs were not just objects of desire. They were vessels of memory, imbued with the spirit of the moments they were created to commemorate. He understood the deep human yearning to hold onto what is precious, to make the ephemeral tangible, and his watches were his answer. Yet, even as he crafted these enduring symbols, he remained acutely aware of their ultimate fate, a gentle reminder that all things, even the most beautifully crafted, eventually succumb to the relentless march of time. This realization did not bring him despair, but rather a profound appreciation for the present, a dedication to savoring each breath, each experience, as if it were the last. He was a man who had mastered the art of living, not by chasing the future or clinging to the past, but by fully inhabiting the present, by collecting moments, not material wealth. He had built an empire not of stone and steel, but intangible, yet infinitely more valuable experiences. And as his final creation neared completion, a clock that promised to echo through eternity, he knew that his true legacy would not be measured in the lifespan of his company, but in the enduring impact of his philosophy, a quiet revolution of the soul. His journey was not about escaping time, but about understanding its deepest implications. His wealth was not accumulated, but collected, moment by precious moment. The investors arrived like a storm. Their demands were expansion, for empire, for an ever-increasing fortune, a stark contrast to the quietude of Leonard's world. They saw his creation, the clock designed to defy the cessation of time, as a mere symbol of his power, another jewel in the crown of his already formidable empire. They envisioned new factories, new markets, a relentless drive for more, always more. But Leonard, standing amidst the polished brass and intricate workings of his masterpiece, saw it differently. He saw not a tool for greater acquisition, but a profound statement about the very nature of existence. He had poured his life's understanding into its creation, each gear a whisper philosophy, each chime a declaration of his unique perspective. The The clock was not designed to simply tick forever. It was built to reveal the truth of time, its ceaseless flow, its unyielding passage, and the infinite value of each passing second. When investors pressed him, their words sharpened impatience in the familiar language of profit margins and market shares, Leonard offered them not defiance, but a gentle smile, a quiet truth that hung in the air between them, as tangible as the ticking of the grand clock. "You can own the minutes," he stated, his voice calm, resonating with conviction that silenced their avarice. "But you can never own the moment." It was a statement that encapsulated his entire life's philosophy, a refutation of their materialistic worldview. The moment, he understood, was everything. It was the sum of all existence, the only true reality. Minutes could be measured, bought, and sold, but a moment, a true, lived experience, was a treasure beyond price. Their eyes, accustomed to the glint of gold and the glow of stock tickers, failed to comprehend. They saw only a refusal, a missed opportunity for greater wealth. They could not grasp the concept of a different kind of richness, one measured not in accumulated possessions, but in the depth of lived experience. They could not fathom a man who found his greatest fortune in the quiet contemplation of sunset or the shared laughter of loved ones. To them, Leonard's words were an eccentric refusal, a quixotic stand against the undeniable forces of commerce. They saw his creation as a potential source of endless revenue, a symbol of eternal dominance. He saw it as a testament to the enduring power of the present, a reminder of the beauty that existed within the fleeting present. His wealth was not in what he possessed, but in what he experienced, in the profound connections he forged, in the quiet understanding he cultivated. He had spent a lifetime collecting moments, weaving them into the fabric of his being, and that was a wealth no one could ever take from him. The investors, however, saw only the tangible, the measurable, the profitable. They could not conceive of a success that did not translate into a larger empire, a greater fortune. They left him with their unspoken threats, their bewildered judgments, their certainty that they understood the world far better than he did. They saw his disinterest in further expansion as a failing, a weakness, a departure from the path of true success. They could not grasp that his journey had already reached its ultimate destination, a place of profound contentment and understanding, a place where the clock ticked not with the promise of future gain, but with the quiet hum of a life fully lived, a life that had transcended the mere counting of minutes and embraced the immeasurable value of eternity. Months later, the sprawling mansion stood silent, a monument to a life that had abruptly ceased to be measured by any conventional means. The grand doors were found ajar, the opulent rooms echoing with an unnerving stillness. There was no sign of forced entry, no indication of struggle, no scattered belongings that would suggest a hasty departure. It was as if Leonard Vale had simply dissolved into the air, leaving behind only the lingering presence of his extraordinary life. The investigators, accustomed to the tangible clues of crime and human frailty, found themselves at a loss. They meticulously scoured every inch of the estate, their flashlights cutting through the shadows, their questions hanging unanswered in the vast, empty spaces. They documented the absence of any disturbance, the eerie perfection of a scene untouched by violence. Yet, in the heart of the house, a single persistent sound permeated the silence, a rhythmic, unwavering beat that seemed to mock their efforts to find a rational explanation. It was the sound of his final masterpiece, the clock he had designed not to conquer time, but to reveal it, still ticking. Its ceaseless movement filled the empty halls, a constant reminder of the man who had so deeply understood its profound significance. It was a sound that spoke not of loss, but of something far more profound, a transition. The investigators, searching for evidence of a person, a crime, a conventional end, were confronted with the undeniable presence of philosophy. The clock's persistent ticking was not a symbol of time's passage, but of a man's deliberate withdrawal from his earthly constraints. It was the echo of a life that had chosen a different path, a path that led not to the acquisition of more minutes, but to the embrace of an infinite present. Leonard Vale had not vanished. He had, in his own inimitable way, collected himself, his moments, his very essence, and transcended the need for physical presence. His mansion, once a symbol of his earthly success, now served as a testament to his ultimate liberation. The story of Leonard Vale was not one a man lost, but a man found in the infinite expanse of eternity. He had stopped collecting wealth, the fleeting currency of the material world, and instead dedicated himself to the infinitely more valuable pursuit of eternity, not as an afterlife, but as a state of being, a profound and abiding connection to the present moment. His departure was not an ending, but a transformation, a quiet testament to a life lived with unparalleled purpose and profound understanding. The empty house, filled with a steady, reassuring tick of his clock, was not a void, but a space filled with the reverberations of a man who had truly understood the meaning of time and had, in the end, collected it all. Leonard's fascination with time wasn't merely a philosophical musing. It manifested in his daily interactions, subtly shaping his perception of human connection. While others measure relationships by duration, years of marriage, decades of friendship, Leonard assessed them by their qualitative depth, the richness of shared experience packed into shorter spans. He observed that superficial acquaintanceships, however prolonged, often yielded shallow returns, akin to a clock with a beautiful but empty casing. Conversely, brief but intense encounters could imbue a lifetime with meaning. Consider the ephemeral nature of a chance meeting in a foreign city, a conversation that sparks an immediate, profound understanding. Such moments, though fleeting, often leave a more indelible mark than years spent in the company of someone with whom no true resonance exists. This understanding informed his own approach to people. He sought not to accumulate contacts, but to cultivate genuine connections, valuing the quality of an exchange over quantity or apparent longevity. This principle extended to his business, where he prioritized fostering environments that encouraged passionate, focused work over prolonged, draining hours. His employees understood that their value wasn't tied to clocking in and out, but to the impact of their contributions, the intensity of their creative output. The genuine collaborative spirit was what mattered. Now, think about how this contrasts with typical corporate cultures that reward mere presence or the accumulation of billable hours, regardless of actual productivity or innovation. Leonard's approach encouraged a different kind of devotion, one rooted in shared purpose and the appreciation of focused effort. Furthermore, Leonard's pursuit of eternal moments extended beyond personal interactions and into the realm of legacy. He wasn't concerned with the continuation of his name or the proliferation of his brand beyond its natural lifespan. Instead, he focused on embedding his core values, precision, beauty, and profound appreciation of existence, into the very fabric of his creations. Each watch, in his eyes, was a small capsule of intended meaning, designed to be a constant, quiet reminder to its wearer of the preciousness of each passing second. He imagined these timepieces being passed down not as mere heirlooms, but as silent mentors, encouraging their future custodians to live more deliberately, to savor the present. This is a stark departure from the typical corporate aim of creating an enduring dynasty, a perpetual entity that exists independent of its founder's vision. Leonard's ambition was far more intimate and humanistic, to influence individual consciousness, to inspire a collective appreciation for the ephemeral. He understood that true immortality wasn't about outlasting oneself in the market, but about planting seeds of awareness that would continue to blossom in the minds and hearts of others. Consider the ripple effect of a single, beautifully crafted object imbued with such intention. Its influence could spread organically, not through aggressive marketing, but through quiet inspiration. This perspective offered an alternative to the relentless pursuit of quantifiable growth, suggesting that a more meaningful form of legacy could be cultivated through the propagation of values and a profound respect for the present moment, thereby enriching individual lives rather than merely expanding a corporate footprint. This intrinsic understanding of value offered a refreshing counterpoint to the prevailing economic paradigms that often conflate size with success and longevity with impact. As we move from the intricate mechanics of Leonard's philosophy to its profound human implications, the disparate threads of his unique approach to life begin to coalesce. The initial fascination with the illusion of time, the deliberate detachment from the relentless pursuit of material wealth, and the radical redefinition of success all converge to illuminate a singular, powerful current, it becomes evident that Leonard's journey was not an escapist fantasy, but deliberate cultivation of a different kind of richness, one measured not by accumulation, but by experience. The very concept of legacy undergoes a subtle but fundamental transformation under his influence. It shifts from the perpetuation of an entity to the propagation of a profound understanding. This transition is not a simple shift in perspective, but a reorientation of core values, suggesting that true enduring impact might stem from fostering awareness rather than building empires. The implications of such a viewpoint ripple outwards, challenging deeply ingrained notions of achievement and fulfillment, hinting at a more resonant and ultimately more satisfying way of navigating existence. Reflecting on this journey so far, we see a pattern emerge, not a rejection, but a selective engagement, choosing the moments that truly matter, the connections that resonate, and the values that endure. The world of clockwork precision, once a mere backdrop, now serves as a potent metaphor for the deliberate architecture of a life lived with intention. The abstract concepts of time and wealth, so often perceived as opposing forces, are here revealed as interconnected elements within a larger, more meaningful framework. It is as if we have been observing the intricate gears of a magnificent timepiece, only to realize that the true wonder lies not in the mechanism itself, but in the unfolding moments it so eloquently reveals. The subtle elegance of this convergence, the way in which abstract principles manifest in tangible choices and enduring philosophies, invites a deeper contemplation of what it truly means to live a life of substance. As we approach the culmination of this exploration, the cumulative effect of these insights begins to form a cohesive whole, much like the harmonious chime of a perfectly tuned clock marking a significant hour. The journey has led us beyond the superficial metrics of worldly success, towards an understanding rooted in the intrinsic value of presence and the enduring power of lived experience. This pivot toward a more profound understanding of Leonard's legacy prepares us for the final contemplation, where the echoes of his life's work will resonate with newfound clarity and purpose, guiding us toward a lasting takeaway. Leonard Vale's departure was not an ending, but a profound recalibration of what it means to truly possess wealth. His legacy, echoing in the ceaseless tick of the clock he left behind, serves as a timeless testament to a life measured not in acquisitions, but in the immeasurable richness of moments. He demonstrated that the most enduring fortunes are not built upon fleeting market gains or sprawling empires, but woven from the fabric of lived experience, from the quiet hum of contentment found in a perfectly balanced second, from the shared glances that speak volumes, from the mindful absorption of the present. This understanding offers a powerful counterpoint to the relentless modern pursuit of more, a gentle yet firm invitation to reevaluate our own definitions of success and abundance. His story suggests that true prosperity lies not in the hoarding of minutes, but in the profound appreciation and cultivation of the moments that define us. It is a philosophy that transcends the material, speaking directly to the enduring human need for connection, for meaning, and for a life lived with intention. The quiet mansion, bathed in the persistent rhythm of Leonard's final creation, became a sanctuary of profound realization. It was a space where the clamor of the world faded, replaced by the gentle, unwavering cadence of existence itself. The investigators, seeking tangible evidence of loss, found instead an enduring truth, that the most valuable possessions are those that cannot be held, only felt. Leonard's journey, from meticulous crafting of timepieces to his ultimate transcendence, was a masterclass in discerning value. He understood that while minutes could be meticulously accounted for, even bought and sold, the essence of a moment, its unique flavor and emotional resonance, was beyond price. This profound insight challenges us to consider our own relationship with time, urging us to move beyond a mere counting of days and years towards a more deliberate embrace of the present. It is a call to recognize that the true currency of life is not found in accumulation, but in the depth and quality of our experiences. The true practice begins now, not in seeking to replicate Leonard's extraordinary path, but in embracing his fundamental wisdom. It is in the conscious decision to pause, to observe, to truly be within the unfolding present, that we begin to collect our own enduring wealth. Like Leonard, We can choose to measure our lives not by the frantic ticking of an external clock, but by the internal resonance of moments fully lived. This understanding offers profound shift in perspective, encouraging us to savor the ephemeral beauty of existence, to nurture genuine connections, and to find our richest treasures not in what we gather, but in what we allow ourselves to experience. The echo of Leonard's clock is a persistent reminder that eternity is not a destination to be reached, but a state of being to be cultivated moment by precious moment, in the here and now. In the end, every fortune fades. But time is the only currency that never inflates. Next, we'll uncover the story of a man who sold his identity to buy immortality. Subscribe to Richchemy, where money is just a mirror and truth is what stares back.